Hello, my creepy poples. Welcome to Creepy Corners. How are you doing? So today I thought we would just have a conversation. And what I wanted to talk about was two things. One is if you're not registered to vote, please go register to vote and please vote on Election Day, which is November the 6th. Let me say that more clearly, November the 6th. Okay, so that was that. Now let's talk a little bit about customer service. Boring topic, right? I know. But you'll probably be able to relate to some of the things I'm about to say. I've been wanting to talk about this for a little while, and I'm just going to talk about it. We'll see how long this video is, and I'll edit, of course. But so one of the things I want to say about customer service is that I am in a position of customer service. I am in a customer service position. I just said that just two different ways. Anyway, and so I constantly am working with customers, and I'm not going to say I'm a perfect customer service person. I probably let customers get away with a little too much, but whatever. That part doesn't matter. But one of the things I do notice is that when I don't get good customer service, it really, really, really bothers me. And so I wanted to tell you a little story about a situation that I think I learned from it. So hopefully I can pass this moment along to you guys, and you can let me know what you think. So I vape, and I went to a vape shop that I'd never visited before. And I'll just say, I'm not going to say any names of any places or anything like that, but I will say that I walked in, I was excited because I had broken my tank. So this is the tank. This is a protective band that I have on here because I'm clumsy, as you know. So I'm constantly breaking my tanks. So I went into this vape store because I really needed a new tank. And I walked in, and it was a beautiful place. They had all kinds of juices and cabinets with, different implements in there. So tanks and mods and batteries and whatnot in there. And it was seemed pretty big. Well, I wasn't greeted at the door, which, whatever. Maybe they were busy helping other people. Whatever. I understand that. That's not a huge deal. It's nice to be greeted, though, when you come in. People say, hey, what's up? Or welcome to whatever the name of the place is, or something like that. So then I start to walk over toward where I see the tanks and stuff like that. And I walk by an employee who basically runs me over, doesn't actually run into me, but I'm obviously in that person's way, and they don't say anything to me. They don't greet me at all. So I keep walking, and that should have been the red flag right there. That person seemingly didn't care about the fact that I was even there, much less care enough to. You know how if you're in a restaurant, maybe you have to go to the restroom or something, and the servers will get out of your way for you, so you can pass by. That seems like a courtesy of an employee. Anyway, so I proceed over to the counter because I think I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, because I think, well, maybe they had a bad day, maybe they just were dealing with an angry customer or whatever, and they were just in the zone. Okay. So I go to the counter and make sure that, the guy can help me. And he pretty much just says, I don't remember exact words, so don't quote me on these things. But the sort of feel of it was, yeah. Okay, hi, how are you? I'm all right. So I broke my tank. I was looking to get a different tank because the one I'm using is old, and because I have a backup tank just in case, because like I said, clumsy. And I'm pretty jokey when I talk to people. I try to be sort of friendly and lighten up the mood a little bit. So I was like, yeah, and I really don't like this tank. It's old and blah blah blah, and it's just my backup or whatever. Okay, well, what are you looking for? All right, so I'm getting the picture that this particular person just isn't feeling this conversation or whatever. And I said, well, I need a tank that's going to work with my particular mod or battery pack. Oh, well, yeah, you're going to probably want one of these, because I said, well, do you have, because my old tank, the top flipped around, like it stayed attached. You didn't have to unscrew it. And so I said, I kind of want one like this. Well, you're not going to get one like that for that battery or that mod. It's going to have to be one of these. And it was a kind that the top screwed off. I said, all right, because here's the thing. At the moment, at the time, I needed a new tank. So at that point, I'm already there. I need the tank. I might as well go ahead and get it and just get out of there. So my mistake was that I stayed in and I didn't just say, you know what, never mind. I don't appreciate your attitude. I'm leaving. Or I didn't say anything. I just bought the tank. And I left. I was trying to think if there was anything else that I wanted to add to the actual interaction, because I don't even remember them saying like, have a good one, or, don't come back in the store or anything like that. So I left, and I left feeling gross and like I had just had a really bad experience and that I'd never wanted to go back to that place again. So I go to, now this is the part where I should have done this first before I even went to the place. So I go to Google reviews, and I'm thinking, let me see if anybody else has had a bad experience at this place. And so there were a ton of, I think they had maybe like a 4.3 stars or something like that out of 5. And so I go through and I'm looking at the different reviews. And of course, they the way it sorts, I guess, is by most useful first, or most stars, or some, whatever it is. So I flip it, so it's sorted by least stars. And there were probably, I don't know, I'd say maybe 5 or 6 bad reviews, which that's typically the case. People, if they're mad or something, will go on and give a bad review and give a low number of stars and things like that. And so normally, though, I don't pay attention to, I pay attention to what they said, because I kind of want to get a feel for what their thought process was, what happened to them. Does it seem sort of like a silly reason to complain in my, from my perspective or whatever. But this particular place, what actually grabbed me about it was that, not that they had bad reviews, but the responses to those reviews that these people gave. There was a review where whoever said the review was talking about a problem that they had and that they couldn't return some merchandise or something, I don't know. But the response from the company basically said, I know who you are, and if you come back in here, I'm gonna, some threat of some sort. And they were all like that. It wasn't, because at first I thought, oh man, maybe they had a bad experience with this one person, and this person decides to go on and give them a bad review, and so they were just, but even then, it's not, I don't think it's very professional to basically threaten your customers on Google reviews. And so I looked through the other bad reviews, and it was the same sort of attitude as a response. Now, let me rewind a second, because I missed a part. So I actually went on and did my own review. And basically the name of the place makes it seem like the people there would be in a really good mood. And so I said, hey, the name of this place is completely different than the treatment I got. And, they had a lot of juices and stuff like that available, but I won't be shopping there again. And I gave them 3 stars, because I thought for the selection, I thought they deserved at least that, just because they did have a ton of stuff. So if you needed something specific, I'm sure you could go get it there. Just don't expect good service. Anyway, so I go back, I'm looking at these reviews, and I see, like I said, that the response from the company was just horrifying. Just the way that they responded was unprofessional, threatening, and so on. And I just thought, in that moment, I learned a huge lesson that if you're gonna look at the reviews, definitely look at both sides of the story. Look at good reviews, look at bad reviews, but also look at how the company responded to those reviews. Because had I read those responses before I went, I would have never gone. Because what? If I said to some of my customers the things that these people said, I mean, my company is very feedback oriented, and so we ask our customers, give us the good and the bad, and our customers are usually, most of the time, they're very professional about it and considerate, but they do give us their honest feedback, and that's what we want. And we thank them. Thank you for telling us something that's going to make us a better company and be able to better help you with the things that you need help with. I can't imagine. Can you imagine being on a call or in person with somebody and them saying, I really don't like X about your company. It doesn't suit my needs, and I'll probably not come back or I'll probably not purchase your service or your product because of this particular thing. And you go, oh yeah, well, fine, just go, just get out. And if you come back, I'll beat your ass. I just can't imagine. So, I mean, to me, the answer is, thank you so much for letting us know. We appreciate your feedback. How would you recommend we change it to suit your needs better, or something like that? I mean, it doesn't have to be that ass kissy. It's just it's just consideration and professionalism. My ex's mom used to call me the princess of polite because I don't like rude people. And I know, my mom always has taught me that, maybe the rudeness is because somebody's had a bad day or something. So maybe that's just, they had a bad day or whatever. Which I get it. I don't necessarily, first impressions are very lasting. So you may be wondering, hey Claire, you left a review. Did they respond to you? So yes, they responded to me. I have not read their response. And I kind of, since I'm making a video about this, I kind of feel even more curious about what they said, because I want you to know. I don't want you to sort of be left hanging. But part of me wants to see and read it because of my own morbid curiosity. The other part of me does not want to see it because it's not like I'm leaving a review on Amazon and I can't with Amazon, of course, I can go to the site, I can leave a review, I can say nasty stuff if I want to, I can talk about how horrible a product was. And if they responded negatively, I can't just jump in my car and drive over there and say, hey, you might want to reconsider how you're responding to people online because other people are reading this and you're probably losing customers because of what a jerk you're being. But then in the same moment, I kind of want to read it to see if they responded to me like that, just so that I can go over there and say, this is me. I left this review of your establishment, and you're going to lose business because of the responses like this, because that's the most unprofessional thing ever. I've had a good day. I actually took a test today and passed it, which was amazing and unexpected. I did not expect to pass that test. So I'm kind of torn still about whether or not I should even ponder going and looking at this thing. Gosh, now I'm now that I'm talking about it again, I mean, my curiosity is rampant. Like I got a response, I don't even know when. I just wonder if they've changed their approach to things. Alright, I think I'm gonna do it just because I feel like you want to know and I want to know. Let's see. Whoops. Nope, that's not where it's at. It's here. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. Because I know it's just going to make me mad or upset me, or I don't know what. I'm not excited about this. Because here's the thing. The very top of it. So if I look at the subject, it says that they reply to your review on Google, and it starts with, I don't know if it's Google saying thank you or if it's them saying thank you. All right, I feel like I should just rip off the Band-Aid. Oh, this is interesting. So the email message doesn't actually tell you. So this is the first time I've ever left a Google review. The email message doesn't tell you what they said. The email message tells you that they responded to your review, and it gives you a button to see a response, and then it shows what you said. So I said, I would have given more stars, but the attitude of the guy that helped me was completely opposite of the name of the store. So... all right, I'm gonna do it. Might as well do it. Just do it, do it, do it. Oh, interesting. Well, call me surprised. So here's what I said, and I read you the first part. Otherwise, they have a huge selection of products. I'm a stickler for customer service, so based on my experience, I will be shopping elsewhere. That's what I said. They responded, I appreciate your feedback, but if you can provide a name of that employee or description of the person who helped you so we can prevent this from happening again. We work really hard to provide the best customer service, so a little help on the description, please, would be appreciated. Also love for you to come back, creepy chick, so help us get better. Well, miracles never cease, people. I'm really surprised. I have to say, I'm very pleasantly surprised and proud. I mean, it's not my business. They're not my people, but I'm very proud to see that they actually responded in a professional and courteous way. So I may actually respond and give them a description of the person and just let them know that, you know, what happened. So, wow. All right. So surprise ending. Did I build the suspense properly? Did you guys feel like, what's she gonna find? Because that's how I felt inside. All right, I think that's gonna be it. So I think the moral of the story is, don't avoid facing your fears. And wait, don't avoid facing your fears. Yeah. And you know, give a review, give some feedback if somebody's not doing, but also don't be a jerk when you give feedback, because tell me what you think. I mean, I thought I was pretty I was honest, but also not mean about it. I wasn't nasty about it. I was just like, hey, this is how I see things. And then, like I said too, you know, when you respond, if you're a company, if you're a business owner and you respond, man, just be professional, because otherwise, maybe maybe other people. That's what I'm trying to say. Be professional, because if you don't, people could read that last review or that response you left, and they may not go to your store based on that. All right, that's all I have for today. It was kind of suspenseful, so it sort of fits in with the October post, right? It was suspenseful to me. My heart was racing. All right, have a good day or good night wherever you are, and I will talk to you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching. Click here to subscribe, or click here to watch another video. I'll see you later, creepy poples.